I wish I could make reaction videos, but I was born in 1956. I've heard all these songs. What could I possibly react to?
I was worth it, found my purpose, ran from the abyss to the surface, the reward constantly working.
Hey whippersnappers, Brian here to Boomer Reacts. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. I listen to rap and hip hop songs using lyric videos, and then I let you know what I thought about them. So today is a special request. A viewer let me know that Krayzie Bone was hospitalized. I had no idea, and he requested if if possible, could I react to a Krayzie song, and he mentioned Lil Jon's "I Don't Give a Fuck." And I said, why not just a Krayzie Bone by himself song? And he said, well, it's, he wants it to be like a message to Krayzie to keep fighting. So I said, okay. So here we are. He's got some artery is leaking into his lung, and he was coughing up blood. The family's not saying anything. Except, don't listen to other people say what's going on because nobody but us knows. So today is Saturday. Here, you're hearing this on Sunday. But in case anything happens to Krayzie between Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning when you hear this, that'll be sad, and I'm glad that I don't have to say R.I.P. today. So I'm going to get to I Don't Give a Fuck. First, I want to talk about the news that Keefe D got arrested for Tupac's murder, and I think a bunch of people are saying, okay, it took this long to arrest the guy who's been saying for years that he was in the car when Tupac got shot. I mean, what more do you need? An eyewitness to the murder, and he named names of who was in the car. They're all deceased now, but including his nephew Orlando Anderson, who got beat up, after the Mike Tyson fight, and supposedly that's what Pac got murdered for. I don't really buy it though. It just doesn't make any sense to me. First of all, they're headed from the MGM and they're going to go to Suge's club in Vegas. And Suge tells Pac, just you and me, not Frank, your bodyguard, which, wasn't protocol and is, sus right away. So they're at a stoplight. Like, I don't know how many cars of outlaws and bloods and bodyguards are in cars behind Suge and Pac. But I find it hard to believe that a white Cadillac full of Crips is going to drive past all of these cars and no one's going to notice. I mean, they're well-known Crips. I would think everyone in those cars would recognize at least Keefe D and be like, holy fuck, what's going on? But no. And then Gaddafi, who was in the car behind Pac, supposedly, locked eyes with the shooter, before the gun came out. So it was just kind of like, just a guy in a car. But you would think if he locked eyes with somebody he knew was a Crip, he'd start yelling. So, although Gaddafi never said, at least to the police, what this guy looked like, if it was a Crip at that time, you would think he would be like, careful. It doesn't make sense to me. And then also, if it was Orlando who shot him, Orlando's sitting behind Keefe, he's in the passenger seat, and he just got beat up. Keefe hands him the gun, and then he's reaching across Dre Smith, who's behind the driver, and reaches out and shoots. Maybe you can't see what I'm doing. And shoots. Pac a few times and misses like the largest target in the car. I mean, how does someone who's wildly and frantically, shooting, reaching across and shooting out a window and only hit Pac? That doesn't make any sense to me either. So, not that I'm into conspiracy theories or anything, but I don't think all those people were in the car. I think this had been planned before Orlando got beat up. This was happening anyway. And I don't know who was in the car, but I would say somebody who knows how to shoot well. So I don't know if Keefe D or any Crips were in the car. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Supposedly Suge got grazed, but it could have been glass, or it could have been, when Suge made the U-turn, he took a little piece of glass and went. I wouldn't put it past him. That guy's a psychopath. So, in my opinion, totally involved in the murder. He had a lot to gain. Pac was leaving death row, and Suge had a lot of unreleased tracks that he had access to. Oh, I mean, what do you guys think? This just doesn't seem right to me. It seems like the same old stuff. And perhaps the police department is, spinning this because there was law enforcement in the white Cadillac. I don't know. Well, tell me what you guys think. That just doesn't sit right with me. Okay, anyway, back to Lil Jon. So I've reacted to him before, so I don't have to do a bio. Let's see, he's from Georgia. The East Side Boys are his childhood friends, Big Sam and Lil Bo. First album is Get Crunk, Who You Wit, the album, released in '97. Second album is We Still Crunk from 2000. Oh, he's got a song called Move Bitch too. Also, was that Ludacris, right? Their third album is Put Your Hood Up from 2001. This one's got Bia Bia on it, which is on my fight starter list. And Move Bitch is on this album too. Explain that to me, please. And the fourth is Kings of Crunk from 2002. I don't give a fuck is on here. And so is Get Low. That's the other Lil Jon reaction I did. The singles were Play No Games, I Don't Give a Fuck, and Get Low. Based on the success of the album's single, Get Low, Kings of Crunk made the top 20 of the US album chart. I Don't Give a Fuck was written and produced by Lil Jon and features Mystikal and Krayzie Bone. It reached number 50 on the Hot Hip Hop Songs chart. For radio and video, the title and lyrics were changed to I Don't Give a. Creative. I Don't Give a Fuck was written and produced by Lil Jon and features Mystikal and Krayzie Bone. I already said that. Okay. There was not a lyric video for this, so I'm just going to scroll. I wouldn't trust that anyway. Who knows if it would be the censored version or not. The song I'm playing now is from Lil Jon. So I'm assuming this is the correct one. Okay. Here we go. For Krayzie.
Still ain't learned. Nigga got a 4-4 cock and the flow so hot, make a motherfucker feel that burn. Niggas say word, now what I earn. This nigga up off my dick, don't back talk me, nigga really get up in them. Back up off of this nigga, don't wanna get fucked up. Just shut up the talking, barking better walking, marking, nigga talking, sparking better watch it, dodge it, never mind he caught it. With a thugs at up in this bitch, fuck a nigga up, y'all represent. Give me some gin, give me some hen, no, just give me both and I'll mix it all in. Who wanna take I'ma sip with a sin? Let me get you twisted, man. Niggas on fire, don't stop dropping them, that's a lie. We just won't die, we come back flying than ever, higher than ever this time, with venomous rhyme. So any nigga wanna get involved, what you think you can fuck with my dogs? Nigga, you figure you rough enough, stylish, thug enough. Did you think you can fuck with us? Boom, 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 boom. You ready to do this? To hell with the song. We ain't got to tell you it's on. You know this, popping the Glock, put a stop to the whole shit. Y'all still can't fuck with us, they never will because we too fucking cold, too fucking bold. There's too many souls that's ready to roll with them goddamn bones.
You ride up to the club, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Shaking your ass in the club, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Drinking drinks in the VI, I don't give a fuck. Talking shit about me, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You got a pocket full of money, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You drinking out with them hoes, bitch, I don't give a fuck. In the club with the pussy click, I don't give a fuck. Security on my dick, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the main theme of this song is that they don't give a fuck. There's parts I liked, parts I didn't like. The beat was great. That flute that was in the background made the whole song sound like you were dealing with crazy people who didn't give a fuck. Just this must have been a fight starter song, right? Is Be worse than this? This sounds seriously like a fight starter. Anyway, for me personally, like, you know, in my house or riding around in my car, and even though I do like those aggressive songs, this was a little too much yelling. I liked Krayzie's verse the best because he had, you know, he added a little flavor, you know, his speed rapping, and but Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, it smelled to me like, you know, they're trying too hard to be tough. You know, you don't have to yell for people to be afraid of you. Mystikal kind of did the same thing too. You know, there's other ways to frighten people than yelling at them. So yeah, I wouldn't play this in my car just because there's too much yelling. The whole thing is yelling except for Krayzie. But the beat's great. You know, I appreciate yelling. They did a good job at yelling, but I would have preferred a little more, you know, color and cadence and, you know, a little more mystery to their flow. This is just like, you know, someone's in your face yelling at you, which is okay. I mean, if that's what you're into. Yeah, although I liked it for what it is, I just wouldn't put it in my car. It would just be, you know, I would be too distracted. Like I said, Krayzie's verse was the best, because he wasn't yelling. It was just fast, but still menacing. Well, this was for Krayzie. So when you guys are listening to this on Sunday, let's hope that we have good news instead of bad news. Well, thanks for hanging with you guys. If you like this kind of content, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.